Hey, what's up, my beautiful Taurus? Thank you so much for joining me today on the meditation channel. So, today we are giving your reading for September 2024. It is September, yeah. All right, so let's see what the cards have in store for you. Interesting, these cards, I just bought a new deck of cards and they want to come out and play. So, I hope you've had a pretty good week, month, day, whatever is coming up for you so far, and they definitely want to talk to you today. So okay, so Taurus, I'm getting very interesting. So I'm getting a little bit about you not being honest with yourself. This could also be maybe you're not speaking your truth. You kind of making excuses or masking even for somebody else, not necessarily something that you're doing. So there is a sense here of just not being honest. It's just you're not being honest with something that's going on. I feel like for some of you, it's even about like certain relationships that you have. You might be giving too much to someone and you're not just receiving the same amount back, or you're not receiving anything back. And so it's starting to create a level of unbalance within you, within your energy, within your emotions, within your nervous system even. Like it feels like it's just a little bit creating a little bit of distress within your system because you're feeling like something's just kind of unfair. I think that's really the right word that I'm looking for. And so the cards here are basically saying that you need to just reestablish some joy and some play into your life. Not take things so seriously. If this is the situation, then what is it that you can do to essentially change this dynamic? Whether it is that you need to speak up, whether it is that you need to just not let it get to you, whether it is that you need to walk away. So what is it, dear Taurus, that you feel like you need to do in this kind of situation to basically help you move away from like a lower frequency to a much higher frequency where you can essentially see and uplift your energy so that you can essentially see what to do. You know, when we're in a lower frequency or when we're feeling heavy or angry or frustrated, our things just are very limited. We don't see all of the options. We don't see all of the opportunities because we're in a lower frequency. So they're essentially saying, you need to elevate your frequency to see what to do next. So whatever that means for you, it's for you to act upon it. Okay, ooh, there we go. All right. So, So of course, because this is a general reading, I'm getting multiple things here. So a few of you has to do with friendships, has to do with family, but with some of you, this is actually to do with romantic relationships. So essentially what I'm getting that it's some of you in a relationship, whatever this may be, again, friendship, romantic, or family, there is a sense of just not being happy. Again, it's just not working out for you. So they're saying that you want something more from this friendship, from this relationship, or whatever it may be. And for some of you, when it comes to romance, you really want a commitment and you're not getting this commitment from this person. So a new emotional situation regarding our relationship or social invitations, great intuitive insight. So again, what I'm getting here is that there's going to be new opportunities coming in for you, but you have to make room in your heart. And in order to bring in this new frequency, you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with the situation and stop making excuses, stop masking the truth, and just basically say to yourself, hey, this is the situation. I don't like it. I'm not happy with it. What am I going to do about this? And once you kind of put your foot down, instead of being wishy-washy, you're making a decision energetically. You don't have to actually take action per se, but when you make a decision internally, it cannot help but reflect externally. And so when you make this decision, you're going to change something on the outside. Yes, and again, you have a lot of concern for somebody else. So your mind is more on someone else more than what your needs are, what it is that you need in this situation. So you're kind of in a way putting the other person's feelings or emotions to the forefront. And they're basically saying that you need to put yourself first here, and you need to kind of just look at your needs, look at it that you want, and it's okay to want those things. And it's okay if things are not the way that you wanted them to be or you expected them to be. So your guides, the team are basically saying that, you need to be a lot more gentle. I think it's also because you're lying to yourself because you have such high expectations of yourself, or you have built up such a tolerance to the point where it's just normal now. And they're saying that you're not being nice enough to yourself. You're not being gentle to yourself. You're not being kind. So something that you can tell yourself is like, if somebody who really, really loved themselves, what would they do in this situation? And having boundaries, it's actually a good way to love yourself. It's saying, I'm not going to put up with this anymore. Yes, I did that for so long, but this is not who I am anymore. And this is not what I want for myself. I want somebody who respects me, who loves me, who values me, who treats me the same level that I treat them back. The angels are basically saying, the cards are basically saying that you need a lot of comfort at this time. So wherever you can seek that comfort, wherever you can seek that guidance, wherever you can get this help from, even if it is your spiritual team, if you are very spiritual, which I assume you are if you're here at the meditation channel, but if you are somebody who's spiritual, who's connected to your team, then spend some time asking for that comfort, asking for that love, asking for that support. It's something that I feel like you really need right now to help you get through this phase. By the way, if you can hear sounds in the background, is one of my hamsters drinking his little bottle, and he's being very noisy. No, he stopped. Okay. Oh, come on, buddy. You went back to it. Okay, so spiritual truths, okay, spiritual understanding. So essentially, I'm feeling as well that they're saying that, they have been kind of giving you signs. They have been kind of been telling you what you need to do. And this is where the part is where you've just kind of been like not listening and not following through because you essentially have put your ideology above your reality. And so instead of just seeing things for what they are and seeing the signs and seeing the red flags and knowing that this is not working out, whatever it is, or that is some kind of a change that needs to take place, you're just essentially kind of ignoring it. And yeah, again, the ignoring, it's kind of like pushing things down and suppressing them and expecting yourself to get through this harsh condition, through this harsh situation. And still expect yourself to thrive and be fine. And essentially they're saying you need to learn to love yourself a little bit more. You need to know what healthy boundaries are. You need to know how to value yourself just a little bit more. And I think sometimes we think that we are valuing ourselves, and then we realize, oh my gosh, I'm not really doing what I thought I should be doing. And so they're just reminding you that basically, your perception needs to change a little bit in this situation. But let me see what else is coming out. Okay, attracting, not chasing. So attracting is essentially not holding on to something, not trying to hold on to, again, if you're thinking about an ideology, right? We can sacrifice our morals, we can sacrifice who we really are just because we really have an idea of what we want, and we'll do anything to get it. But that's not an attracting relationship. That is a chasing relationship. It's like, I'll do anything, I'll do anything. It's that kind of desperate energy, right? And attracting energy is kind of like, you know what? If this is not going to work out, that's fine, because I know something better is going to come through. That's an abundant mindset. So essentially, even with love, if you think about it, abundance is not just money. Abundance is everything. It's love. It's health. It encompasses anything, joy. So if you really want to have that abundance, you need to look at the situation as an abundant person. And they're saying that you are looking at this situation from a place of lack, from a place of fear. And so how can you shift that? How can you begin to embody that abundant version of you that essentially will attract that very thing that you really truly want? And you won't have to deceive yourself or lie to yourself in order to convince yourself that this is fine. Does that make sense? Whew. All right, Taurus. Well, I wish you all the best for whatever's to come for this month. And just again, remember, this is could be many things. And if this reading doesn't resonate with you, that's totally fine. Again, it's a general reading, so there's a lot of energies out there that I'm picking up on. But either way, I really hope that you picked up on something, that you got some wisdom, and that you enjoyed this reading. So as always, have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.